Thanks for joining me today, guys. Kind of a sad day today at the Urban Aviary. We have to get rid of some birds today. As you guys know, or some of you guys know, we do ducks, chickens, rabbits, and quail here at the Urban Aviary. Unfortunately now, ducks and chickens will no longer be a part of that. What happened is we were in the process of trying to get rid of some of our ducks. They were awfully noisy, and I was worried they were going to be causing some problems for the neighbors, and out of respect for the neighbors, I wanted to not have ducks that were loud and obnoxious to them. But we got a letter from the city yesterday saying that we have a week to get our ducks and chickens out because we're out of compliance, apparently. We thought we had all our ducks in a row, no pun intended, on our regulations of owning ducks and chickens here. Turns out ducks are actually considered a farm animal and not allowed in our area. Chickens are allowed, but we do not have the square footage required to keep chickens. We're just shy of it. So unfortunately, all the ducks and chickens have to go. It's a super sad day, but I mean, we're gonna still have the quail and rabbits for the future, and we're gonna maybe dive into those things a little bit more in depth. But a lesson I want you guys to take from this is make sure to check all your regulations. I was really confused online by all the legal jargon that the city puts up of what the regulations are for keeping ducks and chickens. So I thought we were in compliance and we were good, but apparently we're not. So if you're going to do this, I would suggest calling your city and your county and asking them what their specific regulations are and talking to a person that knows about it, so you can get a little bit better communication and understanding of the regulations. And also, the reason this happened is our ducks were noisy. We were in the process of getting rid of some of our newer ducks that turned out to be really loud. So we were going to get rid of them. We were in the process of figuring that out. And we got the letter yesterday from the city saying we're out of compliance. We got to get rid of the animals. I don't fault our neighbors. I think I know which ones it was that called us. The other two neighbors are great. They love the animals. But these guys, I thought were okay. But turns out their son lives with them, moved back in with them. I didn't know. And he's called cops on the neighbors over the years, and so he has some mental issues and stuff. And I didn't know about this, but he kind of has a knack for causing problems, and I didn't know about that. So I should have done my research there better, as well as my research on my regulations and stuff. But if you guys have those problems with your neighbors, I suggest going and talking to them before you get the city involved, because most people will be willing to, like, yeah, I'll work with you, we can do something. I would have been willing to get rid of those ducks in the day for those people that were, worried about the ducks being noisy. I would have had no problem with that. I want to be respectful to my neighbors. But once they call code enforcement, you call the city and they're involved. Those guys just do their job the best they can. I don't think they're out there trying to make people miserable, but they have to do their job. They have to do what they have to do when they are called. Once they're called and they know that it's there, they can't turn a blind eye to it. So if you have that issue going on, guys, be patient with your neighbors and go talk to them and work it out. I think a lot of problems in our country would honestly be a lot better. Most of the problems would be better if we just knew our neighbors and rely on each other instead of, turning to the authorities every time to fix our problems for us. If we could, get together as a community and know each other better, I think a lot of these problems would go away or wouldn't be a problem. So make sure you know your neighbors, get to know them. If you're looking into bringing animals on your property, be respectful of them, check your regulations. And like I said, I don't fault them for doing that. I wish they would have come and talked to me, because I could have kept my birds and I could have made them happy and okay with it. But just take this as a lesson learned for me, guys, and don't get into my same situation. We will have the quail and the rabbits for the future. When they come and do their inspection, I don't think they're going to care about the rabbits and the quail. I know they don't have any regulations on quail. I know that for a fact. The rabbits, I know there are some regulations on, but I don't think they're going to be a problem. So we'll see in the next week what they say. But like I said, take that as a lesson learned for me before you guys get into this. And what we're going to do now is take all the birds, let them out. They're still in their pens, so we're going to let them out. You probably hear them quacking in the back. They're all ready to get out, and the chickens are scratching the pens, ready to get out too. We're going to let all them out, roam the yard for a little bit. I'm going to take the rabbit cages and use them to put all the birds in to transport them for the hour drive up to the Wasatch Mountains, where they're going to be going to their new home. And then the rabbits will go into the old chicken coop in the old aviary, and they'll stay here for a couple hours until we get everybody transported. And they're actually going up to my uncle's ranch, the one that I grew up as a kid playing on. It's up in the Wasatch Mountains on a 1-acre parcel of land, so they'll have a lot of space. He's got a lot of other chickens already. and he's been really wanting ducks. So it'll be nice to do it like this, because they'll have somewhere to go that's a really good place to go, and I'll still be able to, you know, I get up there quite a bit, so I'll be able to see my birds and hang out with them a little bit still and see how they're doing. So it's not all bad. This is a good, it's a bittersweet experience, because this gives me an opportunity to go more into depth onto quail and rabbits, which is something more akin to small properties anyway, which is what I want to do, is help you people with small properties find solutions when there are problems like this and regulations against things like chickens and ducks, because a lot of times they're not on rabbits, and I don't know anywhere there's regulations on quail. But take this as something you can count on in the future. I will have ducks and chickens in the future when we move to a larger property, and I will be helping you guys find solutions to chickens and ducks as well. You can count on that, and mark this as something for the future to look back on. But with that, we're going to go get everybody situated and moved around, and everybody let out and then caged up, loaded in the truck. And stick around for that. Join us today as we get everybody transitioned over to the new property. Morning, girls. Hey, guys. Boy, Tank found a wabbit. Okay, buddy, leave it. Hey, leave it. This is why I love chickens. They follow you everywhere. Hey, buddy. Hey, pal. So these are going to be what we transport them in. See if we can get them all in these cages. It's not the most ideal thing, but it's only an hour ride, and it's what I've got, and we've got to get this done today. Alright guys, I got them loaded up in the back of the truck here. I hate seeing them this crammed, but it'll only be for an hour. Gotta hurry and get them that far before they get too stressed out. I'm just going to throw some tarps over it to keep them calm and figure out what I'm going to do with that pool, how to get it in here. And then we're gonna take off and head down the road. All right, guys, we're stopping by someone else's house. They're gonna take these 4 laying hens of ours. This is Dylan. He's a kid in our neighborhood that I kind of got into doing ducks and stuff. He just came over as I was leaving and was bummed out that the birds had to leave. He didn't know, and now he said, hey, can we take the birds? We went and talked to his dad. Can we take the 4 laying hens you have? And I said, yeah, sure, that's awesome. So he's gonna get the 4 laying hens. We're just pulling up to his house right now to get them dropped off. right, here we are back on the road again. All right, here we are, guys, just pulling in. Guys, let's show you into their new digs real quick so I can hurry and get them out of their cages and get them put in here. So this is their roaming area. They're going to get used to the other birds across the fence for a few weeks before they get put together, and then they'll eventually be able to get all together. That's going to be their entrance to the inside, and this is going to be their inside digs. I know the lighting's not very good because of the sunshine peeking through here, but this is going to be where their new home's at. So we're ready here. We got the pool filling up, and their other water over here filling up, and we're gonna get them out of the cages out of the back of the truck and get them put in here and put them in their new home. So I'm sitting here on the drive home reflecting back on this experience, and I'm thinking I'm kind of glad this happened in a way. It is heartbreaking, it's sad, but I hope you guys can learn a lesson from it, to be good with your neighbors, talk to your neighbors if you've got problems with them, be respectful to your neighbors, and check your city and county ordinances before you get animals, because some things are going to be restricted and some aren't. So don't let this get you down or discourage you guys. It's not going to slow us down at the Urban Aviary. I still have no greater desire than to see you guys succeed and do well with this. That's the whole reason I'm doing this channel. So if there's things you want me to cover, topics you want to know about, videos you want me to do, feel free to email me. My email is jaren@urbanaviary.com. That's JAREN@urbanaviary.com. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys next time.